And I got that green light. Running with these shoes. It's crazy. Oh yeah, baby. My hair looking crazy. It's closed. I was gonna show you guys something, but it's closed. Hope everybody's having a good day. Stay productive. Stay up so that your head doesn't eat you. So that your head doesn't eat you alive. Take a run somewhere. Take a walk somewhere. Every time I get an obstacle, it's hard to run from the things that shows up in your life, because they show up for a reason. And if they show up for a reason, then that means they're not leaving. So it means you have to fight it head on, because they're not gonna go anywhere. As soon as this car hits that, I'm out. But nobody said that your dream was gonna be easy. No one says that this was gonna be easy. Who told you that your dreams, the following your dream is gonna be easy? Don't you understand? Some people give up their dreams because it's too hard. It's easier to work in construction, like those guys are back there. And construction, that is lifting this, lifting that, measurements on the wall. Even the smallest thing, like the bottom of a door, the bottom of a wall, takes so much of your time. It's easier to give up. It's easier for me to just work in a McDonald's somewhere, or go to school even. That's even easier for the career that I chose. But I don't feel like I chose my career. I don't feel like we choose our past. I mean, I guess we do, because if it's not because of your will and effort, then it won't happen. But I feel like, okay, I learned this from Will Smith. And he probably learned this from The Alchemist. But he says that everybody is born with a talent, but you have to practice to become skillful at that talent. You could do something naturally, but a lot of other people could do what you can do, but not how you do it. Other people can sing like I sing. Other people can dance like how I could dance. No, other people can dance and other people can sing, but not like how I do it. Not like how I do a song or I write. Because those are stories from my life, things I've experienced. And God gave me a unique voice and a unique story to write about. Just like how he did for him or her or you. You could have the same talent, but different skills. Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee, they had the same talent for fighting, martial arts, all this, but not the same skill. Not the same skill. So you have the talent. Now get skillful. Like I said earlier, the road to your dreams is not easy. We live in a world where in the beginning things went south. And now, before it was gonna be, there was no need to do anything crazy. It was just gonna be eating trees while you're naked. Adam and Eve chilling, talking about stories, eating fruits and vegetables and stuff. But now, since the script flipped, there's things like sacrifices and hard work and tears and sweat. This is not the way that God wanted it to be, but we chose. He gave us freedom of choice. Oh, look at a white butterfly. White butterfly means good luck, or you're on the right path when you see a butterfly in front of you. I also read that in The Alchemist. I haven't read the whole book. I don't want you guys thinking that I'm a super nerd or that I'm out here reading books. No, I picked up the book. I read a few pages. That's it. I'm not trying to impress you. But we chose that. And God is good. You know why? Because God didn't make us like robots. He didn't make us to please him at all times and to do whatever he wants. No. Instead, he placed us the spirit of free will. He gave us free will so that we could choose. Just like how your dad and your mom, when you were a kid, you did kid stuff. You ate, drank with them. You slept with them. They read you stories. And then when you grow up, or when you're like 17 or whatever, you get rebellious, or you grow up just like a normal kid and you decide to go. If you're really their son, you'll come back. If you're really their son. If you're mad at your parents and you're just like, yo, I'm out the house, blah, blah, blah. If you really come back, then you're that person's son. Some people just never come back. Well, I guess you're not my son. So I guess that's how God did it. He gave us free will. And he wandered off. I wandered off. I went off. I did my thing. I whored around. I slept with a bunch of girls. I smoked weed. I drank. I got nasty. But guess what? I recognized my father's voice. I heard the calling of daddy. I said, wait. I know my daddy. I know my dad. I grew up with him. But this is a different voice. He says that he's the father of my father and the father of all creation. This is interesting. And I recognize his voice because though our flesh, we may be controlled by our flesh sometimes, our spirit, our souls recognize our daddy's voice. So I recognize my dad's voice. And I decided to go back to him and come back like the prodigal son. You don't know about the story about the prodigal son. It's a son that his dad was very rich, really rich. The father had like 2 sons or something, right? And he gave like a bunch of money to both of his sons. I don't know the complete story, don't judge me. He gave money to both sons. One of the sons stayed and took care of sheep or something like that. And the other son went off, just like me and you did. Just go out, go crazy. Got into a bunch of things, got into a bunch of problems. Slept with a whole bunch of people. Drank. All that. Once he lost all that money that his dad gave him, he was living like broke, basically, and broken. Just like most of us were living broken, just broke. And he recognized, he said to himself, and the Bible said he came to himself, meaning he realized, like he woke up, he's like, yo, wait, what? Even my dad's servants gets to eat a little bit of the food that he makes. Like, I need to go back and at least be his servant. I hope he could forgive me. So the prodigal son went off and went back to his dad and said, Father, I'm sorry. And he said, I forgive you. The dad forgave him. He called out to his servants and he said, guys, bring a feast, cut this, put a lamb on the stove, get the barbecue started, put the chicken wings on the fryer, put the barbecue all over it. We're going to go crazy for my son. My son has returned. They made a party for him. And then the other son came back and saw that they made a party for him and all that. He asked the servant, what's up? What's happening? He's like, yo, your brother's back. And your father forgave him and all that. And he threw a feast for him. It's like, what? He got jealous of his brother. He went off to his dad and said, hey, what? Why you throw a feast for him? Like, I'm over here taking care of your sheep and all that and all this, and I'm working at the house. And you never made me a party. And then the father said, but son, you're with me all the time. You eat when I eat. You feast when I feast. We have parties when we have parties. You're already here. Your brother was lost, and now he is found. Conclusion to that story is that either we were all lost, the ones that found God's voice and our Father's voice, then that's beautiful. But I was lost. And if you're lost, don't ever think that you can't go back to God in a prayer or right now close your eyes and say, God, I accept you in my life. You're my king, you're my father. I recognize your voice, you're calling me. I just saw this video on somebody's IG live. The guy with messed up hair, he all crazy. He says things sometimes that he don't mean. People don't really like him. You know that son? He's one of your sons. He weird, he got tattoos everywhere. You know? People think he's strange. Haven't figured it out yet. We praying for him still. We keep praying for him every night. Yeah, that son, he told me that. And I want to come back to you. That's all you got to say. And this is what I had to say. That he says. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be easy. You're going to go through a lot of things in this life. A lot of trials and tests. And you're never going to stop going through them. Sadly. Until it's all over. But this is what he says. I will be with you. Every step of the way. Every step. Even when you feel that he's not there. Sometimes, and this is how you put it. When I see it, now that I see it this way. When God says, I'll be with you. I'm there even when you don't feel me. I just put to think that sometimes when my grandma was in the house, or, grandpa or something, they don't make a lot of noise. You feel like they're not even there at the house. You go up to the kitchen at night. You're going crazy. You want to eat that cereal. You see that cookie going crazy. Man, you go up to the kitchen. As soon as you go and grab it, Yashua. Oh, Sam, I didn't even know you were there. That's just how God is. Sometimes you don't even know that he's there, but he's there. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I have my frustrations. I have my days where I feel really, really lonely and all that. So that's what I'm trying to say. It's nothing you're not gonna feel that. But you have to remind yourself of that. That's why you have to read his word and let his word get in you, because this world could drive you crazy. And to think that you could take on this world by yourself is insane. Especially if you're doing something as daunting as chasing a dream. That's hunting. That's like fighting your way through. Don't fight with people. Don't be jealous of them. I've seen people go up and go down. I myself have went up and gone down. Maybe I went up because I didn't have God. But God was always with me even when I didn't even think that he was with me. Or when I wasn't with him, or I wasn't praying and all that. He was still with me. But at that time I had a different mindset. I was focused on the wrong things. I wanted my dream for the wrong reasons. You get me? I wanted my dream for the wrong reasons. I guess this pandemic was good for all of us, because the ones that understand that, you know, as for me, I went back to my childhood. I went back when I was like young. And why did I want to do it? I felt the rush and the good thing about being in the stage, and I love to dance. I love to dance. I love to sing. I love writing music. That's the only thing I really know how to do. I can do a lot of things, like little things and whatever, but that's the only really thing I know how to do, you know? And I do it because I love it. I do it because I want to share it with people. I always wanted people to hear my songs. I wanted my girlfriends to hear my songs. So now that I don't have a girlfriend, I want the people to hear my songs. And when I dance, I wanted everybody to see me dance. I just wanted to dance. To get inspired, I guess. Seeing Michael on stage or seeing Chris Brown on stage, even Justin, I was like, wow, like, man, I can do that. I can do that. I can do it. But, you know, what I'm trying to say is that, like, you can fight your way through, but don't fight people. You know what I'm saying? People, they're just people. You know, they all have a dream just like you have a dream. Don't be jealous of them. That only takes away of your energy and of your time. Recognize people for who they are. They actually have talent. Some things they can do that you can't do. Some things I see people, I can't do that, and I'm okay with that. I can't do a two-handed push-ups, a two-finger push-ups. I really want to do that. I think I could get to it. I guess it's all practice. But, you know, love people for who they are and what they do, and respect their craft. Respect their craft. When you're a creator, you respect people's craft because you want people to respect yours. It's like doing to others what you would like to be done to yourself. Don't disrespect their craft. This is their craft. I don't necessarily like all crafts. I don't necessarily like what other people are saying in their songs. Or I don't really like all songs. I don't even have Spotify downloaded to my phone. My friends make fun of me because every time I go listen to a song, there's that YouTube ad. I don't even have the YouTube where you could like pay to don't get the ads. I low-key just like the ads. Maybe I'm inspired for it. I get inspired of the ads. I really like how they could make something sell, you know, like marketing, how you can sell something. This is so amazing, because if people know how to sell bad things and good things, I could get you to buy a key or buy some stupid stuff, and I can make it sell because it looks so nice to you. It's all about vision. It's all about vision, how you put it out there, how you make it, how you attract people with that. It's kind of crazy. This is art. But that's all I wanted to say, guys. Everybody have a blessed day. I love you. Take care of yourself.